You better be careful when you take a shot at Latino EDC, because Dominic Mysterio is firing back with a loaded gun. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And if you don't want no heat, they say stay out of the kitchen. Well, if you don't want no heat, stay away from dirty Dominic Mysterio, because he has just done CM Punk dirty. And why has he done this? Because CM Punk was taking a shot. He took a dig at Dominic Mysterio, basically saying that nobody can buy the fact that Dominic was dating Rhea Ripley, and that Dominic, being the girlfriend of Rhea, exposed wrestling more than Unreal ever did. Now, first of all, this is just CM Punk being a bootlicker. I get it. He's trying to be a little bit comedy. He's thrown a comedy element in there. He's trying to be funny while taking a dig at Dominic, and he's also trying to protect WWE Unreal, because it's received a lot of criticism, and rightfully so. It's just another bad idea that Triple H, Mr. Paul Levesque, has had. Just one of many, many bad ideas, may I add. So he's coming out defending it, saying it's not that bad, it's not ruining things. What's really ruining things is, of course, Dominic Mysterio and his so-called storyline with Rhea Ripley. So, with Rhea Ripley doing an interview, this is what CM Punk says. When he was asked if Unreal is exposing the business and ruining kayfabe, Punk said there was bigger forces in the business that expose it. He said, quote, "One time they wanted Rhea Ripley to be in a relationship with Dominic Mysterio. Who is going to believe that? Hey, everybody, here is a Greek goddess, and she's with this fucking nerd. Come on, that exposes the business more than anything we're going to do on Netflix. Who is going to believe that shit? Dominic Mysterio, little bitch." End of quote. Right, so Dominic Mysterio here, catching strays, minding his own business. Punk's throwing shade in his direction. First of all, calling Rhea Ripley a Greek goddess, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a more masculine version of Marilyn Manson. I'm seeing some gothic freak with a roided up back that probably has a penis bigger than Triple H's nose in her trunks. That's what I see when I look at Rhea Ripley. I'm not seeing this Greek goddess here. Maybe if it was 2017, I would be more willing to allow that statement, the Greek goddess statement, but this Rhea Ripley that we see charging down to the ring, this is my brutality! And she looks brutal, and she's got the big, like, Slender Man arms, like some fucking sort of, it looks like some sort of alien with like 10-foot fucking arms coming down to the ring with a big masculine man back, you know. I mean, who's looking at this and seeing a Greek goddess? I'm thinking of people that I've seen being described as goddess. You've got that chick from, the from Dusk Till Dawn, I totally forget her name. She's like old now, but even she still looks good today. I mean, people have referred to her as like a goddess. But Rhea Ripley, no, I'm definitely not seeing it. And another thing, right? Not only is Rhea Ripley not a goddess, but no homo here. Dominic Mysterio is a good-looking fucking guy. Of course he is. He's the son of Eddie Guerrero. He's literally got the Latino heat, veins. He's got Latino heat genes, the Latino heat blood. Everything. The guy's Eddie Guerrero's son, so this is not a bad-looking fucking dude. And I'm sure that in the real world, I mean, I don't know what Dominic Mysterio's wife looks like, but I'm willing to bet she is hotter than Rhea Ripley. I'm willing to bet if you take Rhea Ripley in 2025 and you put her in comparison with Dominic's wife, then I'm willing to bet that Dominic's wife is a lot more attractive. But anyway, CM Punk, that's what he had to say. But don't worry, because Dominic was not done, and he fired back in an interview with Shaq Wrestling. He says, quote, "Nothing kills the business more than someone thinking they're actually good enough to go fight in the UFC and get their ass beat not once but twice. If you want to talk about nothing kills the business more, just go watch CM Punk's fights in the UFC. You tell me what kills the business more. Let me call my friend Mickey Gall real quick and see what he thinks." End of quote. So, I mean, Respect to Dominic, throwing Punk under the bus, but you know what? Punk was the one that started up the engine. He is the one that sat in that driver's seat, and he tried to run down Dominic. So respect here for Dominic for what he said there, because yeah, I mean, Punk did go to the UFC, and he made a mockery of wrestlers. Some of us actually thought Punk was going to do well, and the fact is, when you actually look at it, I mean, Punk faced Mickey Gall, who since then has been released and was nowhere near as good as people thought he was, and Mike Jackson, who was fucking horrendous. I mean, Mike Jackson was essentially just handpicked as an easy fight for CM Punk to win, just to try and get CM Punk a W. I bet you Dana White thought, listen, we'll give Punk Mike Jackson, it'll get him a victory, and that'll give us one more Punk payday. That'll allow us to put Punk on one more UFC card, because he's got a victory, and the backlash won't be that bad. But what happened? It was like arguably the worst fight in UFC history, and at the end, I mean, Dana White was so pissed off, he fired both of them. He was actually more pissed off with Mike Jackson because he wouldn't finish Punk, and the fight was that bad. So, yeah, Punk's entire career was absolutely shite. And then we also see Dominic here talking about the cash-in that Seth Rollins done, and he says that Punk did not deserve to win the title. He said, quote, "My initial thoughts were, when he won, it was just like he didn't really deserve it. It is what it is, it's part of the business. That's what I love so much about the business. The emotional roller coasters it puts you through, right? Because I was so unhappy, and I was like, why? I don't think he should be in this position. But then you get the man, the myth, the legend, Seth freaking Rollins, right? Comes out, saves the whole night, saves the show basically, and cashes in. As a fan, that taught me so off guard, and I loved it because I wasn't expecting it, and I don't think anyone was. He came out in the crutches, and I was like, oh man, he's probably just showing up telling him I'm next. And then he drops the crutches, and it's just the whole show and everything going into it just proves why Seth Rollins is one of the best to ever do it, end of quote. Now, I don't agree that Seth Rollins is one of the best to ever do it. I mean, far from it, but I mean, interesting that Dominic's sitting here saying that Punk doesn't deserve it. I mean, even if this is kayfabe, why would Punk not deserve it? If this is kayfabe and Punk legitimately beat Gunther, why would he not deserve it? Because Punk beat Gunther fair and square. Yet Dominik Mysterio is saying he was annoyed because CM Punk didn't deserve it. So strange. I wonder if there's a bit more beef here between Punk and Dominik. Potentially. It seems that way, with CM Punk just taking that shot. And I mean, originally he did call Dominik a little bitch to begin with, which just seemed unnecessary. Then Dominik fired back with the whole, you were shite in UFC, buddy, so back the fuck off. And now he's saying that Punk didn't deserve to win the title, which is weird because if it's kayfabe, then it makes no sense because Punk beat Gunther fair and square, so therefore he should deserve the title. And if it's not kayfabe, then it's a shoot, and it's Dominik Mysterio believing that Punk actually doesn't deserve to be the champion. Whether it's because maybe he's not a full-time guy, maybe he thinks Punk doesn't deserve to just walk back in after AEW and be champion or be in a top spot. I mean, who knows, but I thought that was pretty interesting. He also went on to speak about the 619. He says he hates people using the 619. Not sure if this was a dig at Io Sky, because she did use it at SummerSlam. But Dominik Mysterio says, quote, "Yeah, I hate people using the 619. If it's not yours, or if your name's not Mysterio, stop using the 619. It's mine. Yeah, like, just plain and simple. I'm with you. Like, you know who you are. There's a few of you out there. Stop using the 619. It's mine. It's mine." End of quote. Now, I mean, this obviously is in kayfabe, I would imagine. But I don't think people should be using moves from legends in the past, and I never liked it. I mean, I don't mind, like when Chavo Guerrero broke out the Three Amigos, I had no problem with that. Or when Chavo wanted to do the frog splash in honor of Eddie, I had no issue with that. I mean, when Rey Mysterio wanted to do it, I didn't mind it either, really, even though I know Chavo was a bit pissed off that he claimed that Rey was making profit and using Eddie's death for his gain. But I mean, Rey, Mysterio and Eddie were really close, so therefore I didn't really mind Rey using it. And if Dominik wants to use some of his dad's moves, then that's fine. I think even if it's not his real dad, if Dominik wants to use any Guerrero maneuver, then I'm okay with that, because you had the whole story with Dominik and Eddie wanting to adopt him and claiming that he was his real son. It all ties in. But when you have these outsiders trying to do these moves and trying to like steal, like Sasha Banks, her idol might be Eddie Guerrero, but I don't give a shit. I don't want to see Sasha Banks doing the Three Amigos. You know what? She's got no right to do that move. I don't care if her idol was Eddie Guerrero or Chris Benoit or Dean Malenko or Perry Saturn. Don't know why I just named a bunch of radicals there. But anyway, point is, I see no connection to that. I mean, are we going to have everybody just do the favourite moves of their, their favourite superstars growing up? No. Is everyone that liked The Undertaker going to start doing tombstone pile drivers? I mean, what sense does that make? So, I agree. I think that moves by Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio should just be done by people that were pretty much recognised to be part of that family. And in this case, it's Dominik Mysterio. So, yeah, that's how I feel about 619. But anyway, yeah, fucking CM Punk. Guy sucks. Guy did get his ass whooped twice in UFC. And, yeah, honestly, I look at Dominik and this guy. Dominik could do way better than Rhea Ripley. 100%. 100%. Anyway, that's it, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. Till next time, peace.